Today I fished nothing but this big glide bait for 12 hours straight. This is what happened. As you can see, we got some super overcast conditions, a little bit windy. We might get some rain later, maybe some thunderstorms might roll through. Hoping that kind of holds off, but I don't mind the overcast. It feels great right now. And so I'm about to put on my Sightmaster Pluses from Hobie Eyewear. Go check them out, link in the description below. 15% off if you use that link. Designed specifically for fishing overcast, low light conditions like today. So, oh yeah. That is the Clutch Boss right there. And I am super excited to give this a try today. This is in the bougie shad color. It's a nice, you know, natural looking color. Has a little bit of pink on it right here. It's a brown back, you know, silver body. It's like a perfect size. It's not too big. It's like 9 3/4 or 9.5 inches or something. And then it weighs only 4 ounces. So, you know, normally baits about this size will be a little bit heavier, 5, 6, maybe 7 ounces. But this one's only 4 ounces. And I'm super excited about throwing this thing today, y'all. So all right, let's give this thing a little toss. Nothing too crazy, just to see the action. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I like the action of that for sure. All right, well, first couple spots were a bust, but I got a good feeling about this bait, y'all. And as you can see, I don't have any other baits out. Not saying I'm not going to pull some out later, but I really want to put my time in with some bigger baits and really try to go for that big fish. I said this in the last one, and you know, I haven't really had that really good big springtime fish yet. The conditions, you know, overcast, cloudy, it just feels like a big fish day. I think I can make it a big fish day if I just keep that in my hand and just keep throwing it until I get that one big bite. Not saying a little one won't eat that, but I just haven't had like a big one, you know. I want something like 5 or over, and hopefully that bait will get me one. There we go, guys. Oh, I got one. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh yeah, it's a good one too. Ah, it's not as big as I thought. That's okay, first fish of the day, let's go. Yes. I didn't think it was a fish at first. I thought I got stuck. All right, y'all, let's go. Not a giant, but it's the first fish of the day nonetheless. All right, look at that big head and that Clutch Boss hanging out the mouth. That was sick, y'all. Got us. It's not a giant by any means, but it's a decent fish. Probably a 3-4 pounder. Probably a female, skinny, big head, skinny body. But we're gonna go ahead and get her back in. I'm not gonna weigh her, nothing. Got some good pictures and stuff. Oh, there she goes. Boss eater right there, that's what I'm talking about. Skunk out of the boat, monkey off the back. That feels good, feels real good. So this is actually 25-pound copolymer. It's that green color. It's kind of the only thing I had. I wanted 25-pound instead of 20-pound test. Would be throwing 25-pound fluorocarbon. And then I got this on a Dobbins Champion 867. So it's an 8'6" mag heavy fast action rod. This is rated for 4 to 16 ounce baits. And then I got a 7/6-1 Shimano Tranx 300 on here. Big giant handle on it. I think I'm gonna order just like a normal handle for it eventually, but This is just the handle that came with it, and I mean, it makes it good for just horsing them in when you got to with these bigger baits. I probably should have flipped that fish, but anyways, this rod, y'all, I got it specifically to throw depths 250s, and it throws those really well. It's literally the longest rod that I have. It doesn't even fit in my rod locker. You know, it's a 4-ounce bait, and so it's right at the bottom of what this rod is rated for. It loads up good. Like, I don't know if you guys saw that when I hooked into that fish. Like, it loads pretty deep into it. It's not like a broomstick, you know? And so that's what I like. I like rods that load up. I like a big cranking stick, essentially, when I'm throwing these bigger glide baits and stuff, or just any type of glide baits and any treble hook baits. That was only a few casts in right here. That's why it caught me so off guard. I was not expecting that. So we got some wind blowing on it, and I'm fishing with the wind to my back, and I'm just kind of, you know, barely touching the trolling motor, trying to stay off of it as much as possible, trying to stay as quiet as possible. And I'm just going down the bank, casting. I'm guessing, you know, there's going to be fish around these rocks, just kind of cruising, and hopefully willing to eat this big clutch boss. I'm glad we got a fish on it first day taking it out, and not too far into the day. We've only been fishing for probably about 2 hours now, so that feels good, y'all. I'm gonna keep at it. Oh, wolf pack. It's like 4 of them right here. God, that was sick. They're on it hot too. I don't know if the GoPro could see it or not, but I could definitely see it because I got my Sightmaster Plus on, and you know, when I was fishing over there in the wind and stuff, I couldn't really see much, but even on sunny days, it's hard to see anything when it's that windy and choppy. But now that I'm in some calm water with these glasses on, I mean, it is a huge difference. It's really crazy. They float, by the way. They also float. Should I do it? Dang it. Dang it. Should I do it? Should I show y'all? Float right back up for you to grab them if you drop them in the water. Ooh. Follower. Oh, that was a big one. No. Dang it. Ah, that's the worst feeling ever. Coming in so hot on it, just tracking it back and forth. I wish I could get Sightmaster Plus lenses to put over the GoPro so you guys could see this, because I have a feeling you're probably not going to be able to see a lot of it. Oh, that was a good one. That was probably 4 or 5 pounds. That was a nice fish. I mean, they're just tracking it, and as you're twitching it back and forth and gliding it, they'll follow it and follow it and follow it. Like, they'll go back and forth with it. And it's like they're waiting for an opportunity, and I'm like, just eat it, dude. And like, that's the worst feeling when they don't eat it. Another follower. Got him that time. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, he freaking came off. Tried to flip him like an idiot. Okay, that's worse. That feeling's worse. What's worse than getting followers and losing it? Getting a follower, getting him to eat, and then losing it. Ah, that was a good one. That was like 4 or 5 pounds probably, maybe more. Oh, I tried to just flip him in. I was like, screw it, I'm going for it. You know, I'm really big on using the net. And of course, the time I'm flipping it in. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm not gonna sit here and cry, or at least if I am gonna do it, I'm gonna be casting, trying to get another bite, because there's nothing else you can do in situations like that. You just need to keep casting. That's the problem with these big baits. You know, they get big bites, but the bigger they are, the easier it is to come off, especially when you're trying to flip them in like that. But You know, if it was the other way and I went to grab the net and then she came off, I probably would have been saying, oh, I should have flipped her. So it sucks. Oh, it sucks either way. It's a terrible, terrible feeling. But nothing I can do about it now. Just got to keep casting and hope to get another one, maybe a bigger one. There we go. Got him. Oh, it's not a giant, but it's a decent one. There we go. Let's go, y'all. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, all right. Another one on the boss. Boss is getting it done today. Right there. Not a giant, but that was sick. Look at that bait compared to that fish. Like, they're not afraid, y'all. They'll eat it if they want it. They'll 100% eat it. Like, that is not a big fish at all. And you just tried to take down that 9-inch bait, 9.5-inch bait. Another one. Get him back in. Thank you, little buddy. There he goes. This is the power plant intake. So this is a power plant lake. Most of y'all know this, but for anyone who doesn't know, this lake is a power plant lake, and you can see it back there. Obviously, you can see the power plant back there. This is where they suck all the water in, and then you have to go all the way around. This is basically a maze. You have to go all the way around is where they dump the water back out, and that can have fish at it too. But the intake, so all this water is actually getting sucked in, and that's why my boat is spot locked. You know, the wind's kind of blowing this way and the water's getting sucked in, so it makes a lot of current right here. So I just got the boat spot locked, and I'm just fishing off the back of it here, casting at all this stuff. I think there's a little bit of an eddy. You can see that point that sticks out. I think, you know, creates a little calm spot for these fish to hang out and wait and ambush bait. And sure enough, that one was sitting there. That's the second time I've caught a fish in that same spot. Is that a decent one following it? Oh, what the heck? There we go. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is a giant. No. What was just happening? That was a giant. What just even happened? Lost another giant. I was like, oh, let me try to boat flip it again, as if I didn't already learn. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what just happened. It was like as soon as it hit the water, and I swear she came up and jumped and shook her head, but like I didn't even think I was on. Like it didn't seem like I had even hooked her. And I kept reeling, and then she came up and did it again. I was like, oh crap. Or maybe it was another one that came up and ate it after her or something. I have no idea what just happened. But that sucks. That really sucks. That's just what happens with big baits. There's so much weight. I mean, like I was saying, this thing's 4 ounces. And that's lighter than most bigger baits like this size, but still, that's 4 ounces of leverage that they have to shake those hooks out. Well, next time I'm going for the net. I am 100% going for the net. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have the net right there. That's where the net's gonna live. for the rest of the day. Just gotta keep at it. Hopefully the one that actually matters. I don't think any of these were my personal best. Just gonna try not to let that happen on the ones that matter, on the real giants, the true giants. That's gonna be a personal best or a fish of a lifetime. That's just, there it is, there it is, there it is. That's her, that's her. Get in here, yes. Okay, that's not her, but what was I just saying? Got the net out. Almost lost the net. Probably a 4.5 or 5. It's not an absolute pig or nothing, but it's a solid one again on that clutch boss. You're okay. Oh yeah, I will take that all day long. On a clutch boss, on a big glide bait. Can't beat that. Yes, that's a solid one, probably 4.5 or so. 4 pounds 3 ounces, 4 ounces, 4.4. All right, we'll take a 4.4 on a glide bait any day. That's a good feeling right there. All right, thank you. Thank you for staying hooked and letting me get the net. That means a lot. There she goes. All right, that'll be the plan from now on. Just get the net. I'm just gonna go ahead and retie, because there's a whole other terrible and even worse feeling when you lose one because you're not breaks. You can't really help when fish shake these big baits like that. They just do it, you know. It just comes with throwing big glide baits. And even if you haven't been snagged or anything in a while, like, just always retie. Back at the same spot where I just caught those, you know, that nice one and had that other nice one come off. You know, I left, went and fished another spot for a little bit, didn't catch anything. Decided to come back here before I left this whole general area. Seemed like they're schooled up or something. So I figured I'd go ahead and hit it again. Get that big one to come back and net her this time instead of trying to flip her. Oh, what the heck? Thought I had a bite. I was a little trigger happy and set it. Oh, that was a bite. Saw it that time. Oh, she swam away. All right, I think there's something going on here. That was definitely 2 bites. Got her that time. That's a good one. Ah, it's not as good as I thought. Should I do it again? Get in here this time, yeah. Another solid one. Oh, let's go. I knew it. I knew we'd get another one if we came back here. Seeing if it was the same one from earlier. Kind of looked like it. No, it's another solid one though. I'm not even gonna let you do that. Stop it. I don't know why, but they have just been so rambunctious. They just don't ever calm down. They don't ever stop flopping around and stuff. Stop it. Let's see, 4, 3.15, 3 pounds 15 ounces. That's what I'm talking about. That clutch boss. Slowly becoming one of my favorite swim baits. Thank you for playing. Let you go. Look at that, dude. Oh my gosh, they are so feisty. If that fish was any bigger, I would have grabbed the net, but I was like, I kind of just want to get the flip. Like, I want to, like, it's like trying to land a skateboard trick. Like, all the times that it didn't work, it makes me want to do it even more. But if it was a big fish, obviously I wouldn't have taken that risk. Figured If I'm gonna try to flip it again, might as well be this one. Sweet, I'm gonna keep at it. I figured this bank, I think the wind just blowing bait and stuff right into this pocket, and they're just schooled up right here waiting for stuff to get blown up in it and to eat it. And that's another 2 bites just on that bank, which, you know, wind blown rocks, I mean, that's textbook stuff. I'm gonna keep at it, see if we can get a couple more bites off of it, and then maybe go try to replicate it somewhere else kind of similar to this. I just made it to another new spot, and I think I've kind of decided I'm just gonna run this rock bank, and this thing goes on from basically one side of the lake to the other. You know, the wind is blowing down it for most of the way, so I'm just gonna keep the wind in my back and try to get as close to this rock as I can and just make parallel casts, and hopefully one of these big giant cruisers are just gonna want to come up and pin this thing up against the rocks and smash it. There we go. Oh, it's a giant, y'all. That is a giant. Stay down, please. Oh my God, another one. Just try to eat it. Let's go. Yes, there's a wolf pack of them. Oh, okay, calm down, big girl. Yes, dude. Yes. All right, that's the one I've been after. That was so unexpected. I just went like, dude, I must have went a mile without a bite. There was like 3 or 4 more with it. Another one tried to eat it out of its mouth, and I thought I was about to get 2, dude. Okay, all right, you're right. Okay. I know, you just tried to get me. You tried to get me with the hook. Don't do that again. Stop it. Stop it. They are feisty. I don't know why they don't want to calm down. That is what I'm freaking talking about right there. That's probably about a 5-pounder. A little bit smaller now that I got it out the net on that clutch boss. Gosh, you almost got me. All right. You need to calm down. Okay. Let me stick you in here for a second. Oh man, exactly like some of these other bites that I've had. Long stretch of these rocks, and then this bend that all this wind is blowing into. Very, very, very similar to the last time I caught a fish. And it definitely seems like they're using these little bends and pockets that are wind blown. I barely even had time to reel, and she had eaten it, and I just kept my rod down and just grinded, y'all. Just when they're jumping and stuff like that, you just got to keep it tight and just grind them in. And then I really just did not want to flip it. Got the net out, and thank goodness she stayed on. All right, let's get a weight on this fish. It'll definitely be the biggest one of the day as of right now, but it's only like 3 or 4 right now, so I've still got a little bit of daylight left, a couple hours of fish. We might get a bigger one, but this will definitely be the biggest one so far. So scale is zeroed out. Yep, that's a solid one right there. I'm guessing 5, maybe 6 pounds. Call it 5 pounds 2 ounces. All right, right there, y'all. That is what I'm talking about. Thank you, big girl. There she goes. Man, literally earlier I was like, I want a 5-pounder or bigger, and I mean that was a 5-pounder. I'll take it for sure. Hopefully we can get one bigger than that, but yes, that feels good. Oh, I love fishing swim baits, y'all. It's just like so much fun. And especially like this, like I'm not live scoping, I'm not even sight casting really. I'm like all these bites, except for that big one that I lost. This was the only one that I actually saw eat it. The rest of these have been completely out of the blue. I've come out here and I've thrown big baits all day and didn't have any luck. Go back to the ramp and guys are like, yeah, the bite was good today, you know, we're catching them on drop shots. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you were, dude. Dang it. Like, why didn't I throw one? But it stays like this, it makes it all count. It like I said, it seems like it's on these bends and these little pockets that are wind blown. They want it as close to the rocks as I can get it. And so I'm risking, every cast is a risk. I could, you know, I could make a bad cast and completely just smash this bait. And I've gotten close a few times, but as close as I can get it seems to be the better. Look at that. Yep, I'm snagged. Well, you get that when you go as close as you can get it, but you also get 5-pounders, and you know they like to pin it up against these rocks. It's not deep here. You guys can probably see the bottom. It's only like 2 foot here. The rocks stay that steep down to the extra 2 foot, so it's a lot steeper of a bank. Gives these fish enough of a nice, you know, abrupt wall to pin this bait against it, and for them to just cruise around it and wait for things like this to be swimming around. There we go. Oh, stay pinned, stay pinned, stay pinned. Oh, he came off in the boat. Let's go. Yes. Hold up. That was something that hasn't happened, I don't think, all day. See, all my fish catches that seem to be up against the rocks, really close to it, like only a few cranks after the end of my cast. Oh, stop. Stop. And so I haven't really even been paying attention, like after I get, you know, a few cranks in. I still work it in and watch for followers, but normally when they eat it, they're eating it up against the rocks and stuff. This one didn't though. That's another solid one, probably another 4-pounder or so. God, dude, stop it. Stop it. 314, so almost a 4-pounder. Another solid one on the Boss. So freaking feisty, dude. Jeez, like why are they so mad? Can't even hold them. All the bigger fish that I've caught here this spring have done that, and it's so annoying. And again, same thing, wind-blown rocks, another bend in it. My hand is getting sore, my wrists, my shoulders are sore from casting this thing around, but it's so worth it. Like, I don't know if I would want to be fishing anything else right now. Only thing else I could possibly imagine it being this fun is a frog. If the frog bite was hot right now, which it could be, but I'm just gonna stick with this all day. That's what we're doing. I mean, that's what I've been doing, and I'm not changing it. There we go. There's another one. Threw it again. Darn it. That was a good one too. Gosh. Big ones know what they're doing, dude. They just know. They just know how to get unhooked. The water's so shallow, they just don't have anywhere else to go. They can't fight any other way but besides just come up and shake. So it makes it really hard to keep them on. Well, y'all, my little window, I think it's closed, slicked off right now. It is just so calm. It has been a full 12 hours, over 12 hours today, fishing nothing but the Clutch Boss, this big swim bait. I mean, you guys can see, look how beat up this thing got just in one day, and it's probably my fault. I've definitely hit it on some rocks a couple times. That's just what happens to a glide bait when you fish it hard. I mean, that's what they should look like. They shouldn't always be new and shiny, and I hate to say it, but I definitely have some that are still new and shiny that I just haven't put the time into. But this one proved itself pretty quickly to me, and I just kind of fell in love with this bait, y'all, not gonna lie. I mean, I just feel like it's like a perfect size. It's not too big, it's not ridiculously big where you're basically just looking for that one bite, but it's not too small to where it doesn't have as much drawing power. It's almost a 10-inch bait, but it's thin. It doesn't seem like it's that big. It doesn't feel like it's that big. It's only 4 ounces. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with Clutch. I'm just really stoked on this bait, y'all, not gonna lie. It was just a perfect day for throwing big swim baits. Overcast, a little bit of wind. I just had like a feeling that it was gonna be a good day for big baits, big fish, and sure enough, got it done. And something that helped out a lot with these overcast conditions and fishing big baits and stuff, you're constantly looking at your bait and making sure that it's gliding and working the way you want it to, and you're always looking for followers and stuff behind it. On these overcast days, it can make that really hard. Well, with the Hobie eyewear Sightmaster Plus lenses, these things really do help out a lot. I couldn't believe how much of a difference it makes. You know, with your normal glasses, your normal polarized glasses, you're going to be using copper based or gray based. That stuff just makes it too dark. You know, those are designed for bright sunny days to protect your eyes. And you know, on these cloudy days, you want the polarization so that it cuts out the glare. But with the darker lenses, you know, it almost just kind of combats it, and it almost just doesn't even make that much of a difference. You know, you put them on and it feels darker, and you just can't see as much, and you feel like you need to take them off. Then you take them off and there's too much glare, so you feel like you have to put them back on. Well, with these, I've worn them all day, basically from when I got out here till now. Like, I'm truly amazed with these Sightmaster lenses. So if you guys want to go check these out, the link will be down in the description below. If you use that link, you'll get 15% off. They have a ton of different styles, all different frames, tons of different lenses. I definitely suggest getting some Sightmasters, but for your sunnier days, you know, you got copper based, gray based lenses. You got a ton of stuff on there, ton of different styles. These are the Hank Cherry Mojo floats. They have a whole floating line in all different styles, all different frame styles. Go check them out, y'all. They're awesome. I wouldn't have partnered with them if I didn't truly like their product and think that it's a good product. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.